So I have this very attractive female client who came to me because she wanted to attract, the right kind of man. Now, this is one of the things that I help clients with, going beyond the surface level ideas of the law of attraction, because everybody thinks they know what the law of attraction is, but they're very basic. And it's actually more complicated than you realize, because there's all kinds of subconscious patterns and programming from our childhood going on, our current vibration. There's a lot of factors involved in our point of attraction. So she wanted me to help her get into the real work of attracting a truly aligned love, because it wasn't working for her on these dating apps. So she thought she was doing something wrong. She's like, I in my inbox, I've got all these guys, it's all over the place. Like, the quality is kind of low. I'm meeting a bunch of emotionally immature man children, men who just either aren't ready or they're beneath her as far as personal development goes, even financially and looks. Look, let's face it. We all want someone who we're attracted to. We're allowed to have those preferences, you guys. Stop giving people a hard time. We're allowed to have a type. So I had to tell her, you've got light and you're beautiful and you've got this magnetic energy and confidence that most people don't have. And guess what? That attracts all kinds. Everybody. You're going to have everybody up in your inbox. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, that you attracted a narcissist or a jerk face. You didn't do anything wrong. You're just so magnetic. Even darkness is attracted to the light. So what do you do? It's a good problem to have, by the way. What you do is you need to sift and sort. There's some work to be done with this problem. You didn't do anything wrong. You got to just go through, and because you're going to get the aligned, you're going to get the unhealed and the healed, and the people who, maybe don't fit your description of what you are looking for your future, for the expectations. You're not looking for the same thing. So there's an incompatibility. Not everybody's our match. So that takes some work on. We got to ask the right questions. And I suggest doing that before the first date. I can weed people out quickly because I have very specific things that must be in alignment in order for me to want a long-term relationship with someone. And I'm not interested in casual, I date with intention, right? And that's exactly how she is. So no, she didn't do anything wrong. Light doesn't discriminate. You're going to attract everybody. You're going to attract all kinds. So that doesn't mean, it means you got options. It doesn't mean you are putting out a negative energy. And that's what she was thinking. But it's attraction. That's the easy part. That's what she's got going on. But her problem is with discernment. Like, she would go for the looks, right? And the guy, but not ask the right questions and end up getting someone who was like a player. So that's what I mean. Your job's to do the weeding. Any females out there who get blown up in your inbox and you just almost like the dating app feels like homework. So you got to vet these guys. You got to set boundaries. You got to look for red flags. Like I said, you got to ask the right questions. When you're using discernment, that's when you find that one who is in alignment, who matches you mind, body, spirit, all the ways. Future expectations, they've got the same values. All of these things are so important. So that's where the real attraction goes deeper than surface level. And that's what law of attraction is really about. You're going to have everybody come into you, yes, but there's also the discernment factor where you got to ask those questions, and you got to not let that chemical haze of the physical come over you to where you're not able to see straight, and that you don't keep the wrong person around and go on a detour with them.